Okay, so we are going to go over how to use the graphing calculator. TI-84 is what I'm using, but any TI should have pretty much the same steps to find the mins and maxes and maybe even the intercepts along the way. So I am on the pre-calc notes, chapter 2, page 3, I think. I don't know, you should be able to find it. Maybe page 4. And I'm going to type this equation into my calculator. So top left, y equals, type it into the x button, has the x, the t, the theta, all those things right next to the green alpha button. X, this little caret gives you an exponent cubed. You have to use your arrow to make sure you get out of that exponent. Minus 11 x squared plus 12x plus 9. So double check, make sure it's all typed in good, and then we always start with graph, see what it looks like. This is just an extra window to make it big so you can see what's happening. So on my screen, you can see it goes up a little higher than I can see, then it comes back down, and then it goes back up forever. We should be able to fill in the y-intercept on our own because every x goes away, so it's just 0, 9. We should be able to see that this is a cubic, so it's odd and positive. So left tail down, right tail up. So the domain goes on forever and the range happens to go on forever. Let's work on changing the window. So this is actually a good enough window for this graph, but in the future it might not be. So I'm looking at my window and I see it doesn't go much further than, like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, definitely 3. So -3, right? So I'm going to make my x window go from -3. And then for my positive side, it doesn't look like it goes any further than 5. So here's what you're going to do. Window. X minimum, I just said -3. Enter. X maximum, our graph doesn't really go, I mean, it goes past 5, but I don't need to see past 5. The X scale is good. Then I'm going to hit zoom, scroll down to fit, and press enter. So now, see, it goes from -3 to +5, like I said, but now I can see all the humps. This scale is crazy though, right? We know it goes way higher than this. They scaled the y-axis to be super, super small, so we could see all the important parts of our function. Okay, so that was changing the window. I chose X, maybe it's a guess, but I chose X, I typed it in. See, my X's are the same, but don't hit graph after that. You want to hit zoom fit. Okay, back to my graph. Calculating the intercepts. Second, calculate is our best friend. It's right above trace. If I am working on intercepts right now, that is the same thing as a 0. So you can scroll down and press enter, or you can just hit 2. Let's work on finding this first intercept. So I'm going to try to find this intercept right here. I hope you can see my mouse. So I'm going to scroll, it says left bound. So they want you to scroll left of the one you're looking for because there's clearly more than one. So they need to know which one you're looking for. So you scroll to the left. I'm definitely left of that point, and I press enter. Then it says right bound. How far right should we look? So you scroll to the right, just past what you're looking for. Make sure you're past it. It doesn't matter where, just past it, but don't go past the next one. And press enter. And then it says, what's your best guess? You don't even have to do this. See how it's looking between these two arrows? My intercept is definitely between those two arrows, and I press enter, and it gives me the answer, -0.5. That's where this one on my answers key came from, -0.5, 0. Okay, but there's obviously another one, right? It also hits the x-axis right there. So repeat. See if you can repeat it on your own. I'm not going to talk through this one. Okay, this is perfect. So you might have gotten what I got, 2.9997, 0, or you might have gotten 3, 0, or you might have gotten 3.00001, 0. This is an issue the calculator has. I'm going to call it a pixel issue. We need to know that if it says 2.9999997, it means 3. Or if it says 3.0000001, It means 3. And if you put 2.999 as an answer on your pre-calculus test, you're not going to get credit. So if you're worried about it and you want to be sure, I think the answer is 3. Second, calculate. Number 1, value. Press enter and I'll show you what it does. What do you think x equals? 3. Press enter. Well, if x equals 3, y equals 0. So you are right. It is supposed to be 3, 0. Also, you can see that it has a multiplicity of 2. It's a bounce right there. Notice on my answer key behind the screen here, it says with multiplicity of 2. You have to include multiplicities of 2 or more. Okay, last thing, relative min or max. Second, calculate, that's where it all is. Let's do a maximum first. So number 4, you can scroll down and press enter, or you can literally just press 4. That's why they're numbered. Maximum is top of a hill. See this little hill right here? That's what I'm looking for, the peak of it. So all over again, left. Scroll left of that maximum. Your calculator needs to know where to look because polynomials have more than one maximum sometimes. So anywhere left of it and press enter. Well, how far right should I look? Scroll to the right of where you think the highest point is. Also, watch your y values, right? If my y values are going up, I'm not there yet. So scroll to the right of it. Press enter. Just press enter again, and it will do the math and find your maximum for you. So my relative maximum is this decimal. Notice the 666s don't continue forever, so you don't round up to 2/3, you just leave it. So I wrote down 3 decimal places in pre-calculus. I wrote down the relative maximum. See if you can repeat and find the relative min, even though you should know that answer, right? That's your 0, your x-intercept. But I'm just going to show you the same thing happens. Second, calculate. Calculate, there we go. Minimum this time, 3. I'm definitely to the left of it, enter. Scroll all the way so that you're all the way to the right of the lowest point that you're looking for. Anywhere over there, press enter again, and it will give you your relative min. And look, this is another great example of what happens on your calculator. We already talked about how that answer is 3, 0. This time it gave me 3.0000025. And then it gave me this crazy notation. This means you're going to move the decimal 11 points to the left, so it's 0.0000, etc. 4. Well, anytime you see e to the negative notation, that's your calculator's way of saying 0. Again, I'm calling it a pixel issue. This really means 3, and this over here really means 0. So our relative min is at 3, 0. Then you fill in your increasing, decreasing, just like you would in class. I hope this helped.